Hey everyone, Mango7 here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Epic 7. Today's just going to be a quick little chat and talk about the new Datamined things coming. I don't usually like looking over Datamined stuff on video, but it is exciting, and Butt Reynolds has been insanely accurate so far, so super big shout out to Butt Reynolds for bringing this to us. Great data miner. I think it's him doing it or posting. Either way, I appreciate it. So I have half read these, but not really. So a lot of these are going to be new as I read, so I hope I don't screw anything up. But first up is Luluca. She's the one we saw on the previous patch notes. I don't know how they keep screwing this up. Like, I can't tell if they're just so good at memeing that they're just trolling us so hard that we think they're screwing up, but they're actually memeing, or if they're just really dumb sometimes, because the amount of stuff they accidentally, in quotes, put on patch notes and then, like, are just sitting there like, oh crap, what do we do, and then like delete it out of it. The amount of times they've done that is like mind-blowing. I don't understand how it keeps happening, but whatever. I enjoy it anyway. So this is her animation, at least a little bit of it. Is it going to show? I guess not. We can open it over here. It's so cool. She's got multicolor eyes, which is awesome. That's basically my favorite thing in the world, so I'm really excited for Luluca. Her skill set, though, I'm not too sure about. I like it, but I don't really like it. There's just so many fun mages already. So her first skill has damage dealt proportionate to the amount of enemies' lost health, and that is an execute, basically. And we have Rekko's Blessing, which is on a 3-turn cooldown, that has an awesome increased defense barrier, and a barrier to all allies for 2 turns. That is insane. One of the things this game has been missing is a defense buffer. There's just none that are really good anymore. Like previously we had Elson, and for those of you who are playing back in the time where Elson was alive and doing well, they know how much defense buff really adds up for PvE. So somebody like this will be really great to kind of help survive stuff, especially when she has a barrier to go along with it. She's also seemingly designed to do long-term battles because her Wave of Vengeance attacks all enemies with the power of Ruin. With a 50 to 75% chance, she's going to take a lot of Molagora, by the way, to decrease defense for 2 turns, and she also increases her damage dealt every time using the skill up to 3 times. So this is pretty bonkers, really good for long-term fights. I'll also expect boss fights in the future where there's just tons of waves of enemies that keep coming and coming and coming, and I feel like she's going to be fantastic for that. Overall, her skill set kind of fights itself, you know? Like, people who have buffs and healing and support and then DPS also always are in a weird spot, but maybe the increased damage of her skill 3 and her execute for long-term battles is just going to make her amazing for this sort of thing. I can't wait to see how she looks, how her animations look, and how she performs. A really unique skill set. Kind of reminds me of Dominial, just better. And finally, we have Fallen Cecilia, the one I want real bad. As always, she's got a tail. Tail animation, super cool. There's her tail. You can see it right there. And one thing I want to note is the emotion involving Cecilia. And I cannot wait to see her story. I really hope they give a shine to her story, because the words they use, the specific wording, makes me just really want to see what happens. It says, Fallen Cecilia is chasing a mage who turned their family into dark magic stones, dreaming of the day she can get her revenge and join her loved ones again. Her skill 1 is literally just called Mistake. I don't know why, but that like hits me, you know? Like, nobody has a skill called Mistake. It just is so impactful and meaningful, just one little word like that. I feel like I can't wait to see her story. That's all I'm saying. I really hope we get a huge spotlight on her story. She also attacks with a Spear of Revenge, with an 85 to 100% chance with Molas to provoke for 1 turn, proportionate to max health. So she's a max HP tank, just like regular Cecilia. And she's got a couple really interesting skills. Her second one, Strong Instinct, is a 2-turn barrier to all allies at the beginning of the battle. So this is before anything happens, reminiscent to shield sets in Summoner's War. And anybody who's done that knows how impactful and how helpful those are for PvP. And it also grants a barrier for 2 turns to the ally with the lowest health at the end of the caster's turn. I do really like that too. Really interesting skill, and it's based on her max HP. So I hope the scaling is better than somebody like Arrowell's, because they've really sucked at HP scaling barriers so far. And finally, and this one really hits me home too, It's called Spear of Resentment with a 5-turn cooldown with Molagora, and it attacks all enemies in an explosion of spiteful emotions. That's just so cool. I can't wait to see this like fully in action. Grants all allies skill nullifier, which is Luluca's ability, negating damage received from the next skill attack. And being warned here, this is damage received, not debuff, so I'm pretty sure if Dizzy hits your whole team, she's going to do no damage and then debuff you anyway, and you're going to lose. So keep that in mind. A lot of people were saying it's a Dizzy counter because of this skill nullifier, but that's not how that works, at least I don't think. And it's just going to do nothing but soak a little bit of damage. It is, however, really good against big AoE damage dealers. That said, does not work against Cez either. Cez will kill through this skill nullifier as well, which is kind of really funny to me. And what else happens? Minus 2-turn cooldown soul burn as well. So this is a 3-turn cooldown skill nullifier for your whole team. So really interesting skill set. I'm not sure what to think about it. We'll have to see how it plays out. It's really specified, like it's really specific, I feel, and really unique. So both of these skill sets, I'm just not sure how they're going to play out, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see how it works. So we've got Luluca's next banner there, some more pictures. Everything's on Reddit. I'll have the link in the description below if you want to see for it yourself. There's a lot of stuff here. We have some new NPCs too. This one here who's kind of cute. I love her headband. I love the purple. We have this one that's my favorite. I love her headband thingy and the purple. Surprise, surprise. We have this one here who looks kind of playful and fun. Can't wait to see. She's got the same headband, right? Yeah, they've got the same headband right there. So I'm not sure where that's going to come into play, but I'm really excited. We've got some spirit deuterinos. Ah! Look at this. This guy's like, hey, I'm a happy little ice spirit. And this guy's like, I will devour your soul. So cool. And this guy's happy. This guy's happy. And this guy's sad. So it's just this guy. I don't get it. Why would they do that? It's so weird. Anyways, that's about it. There's also a new artifact, Spirit's Breath, another mage artifact. I don't get why they do this. Like, do we not have enough mage artifacts? 50 to 100% chance to decrease skill cooldowns by 1 turn when using a non-attack skill. So I don't know why, honestly, they do this, especially with Luluca, because she's only got 1 non-attack skill. So it just confuses me, you know? Like, why would they do this? I don't understand. It just doesn't seem to fit. Usually they at least fit with the unit you're putting it on, but nobody's going to put that on her. There's infinity good mage artifacts already. I just don't understand. Also, to note here, there are plenty of hints that Zerato ML is the one paired with Cecilia. So, save your bookmarks. That's about all I wanted to say. Luluca should theoretically be next. Maybe there's something in between, but she should be in the near future. Datamines have been pretty right lately. They haven't been off too much, so I can semi-trust them, especially Mr. Butt Reynolds up there. And the worst part, I missed this, but Lilibeth's nakedness is nerfed. So this is Lilibeth now. Before, you've all seen the pictures floating around. She's the one with the heart-shaped, can you even call it underwear? I wouldn't even call it underwear. The heart-shaped stuff covering her crotch, basically. They nerfed the heck out of that by the looks of things, which is kind of understandable because it was a little ridiculous. But this is cool too. Anyways, I just wanted to talk with you for a little bit today. A lot of people are probably waiting for my Montmorency video, and I just want to say I can't. I screwed up. I don't have Montmorency. I actually got rid of every single one I had, and I wasn't paying attention. One thing I will say, though, everybody I've talked to that has been building her loves her to death, and I think she's fantastic. So go ahead and build your Montmorency if you want. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always, and I'll talk to y'all later. Have a wonderful day. Bye, everybody.